If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The Cleveland Browns are walking into the 2025 season with more questions than answers at the linebacker position. It's not that they didn't prepare, it's that fate once again had its own ideas. The biggest hit came earlier this week when the team officially placed linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah on the reserve physically unable to perform list. Fans had feared this might be coming after he struggled with a neck injury for the back half of last season. Now it's confirmed. Dawg, arguably the heart and soul of the linebacker core, is out for the entire 2025 season. That's not just a player missing time. That's a leader, a game changer, and a defensive spark plug taken off the field. For a team that has playoff hopes and a defense built on speed and disruption, this is a body blow. And it comes at a time when the Browns were hoping to build on defensive continuity, not patch holes, complicating matters even more. Linebacker Devin Bush found himself in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. On May 4th, Bush was arrested in Pennsylvania, facing charges of simple assault and harassment. While the Browns have remained quiet since that story broke, stating they're still gathering more information, the silence speaks volumes. Whether it's internal investigation, legal deliberation, or both, it casts a shadow over Bush's availability and standing with the team. And it adds yet another layer of uncertainty to a linebacker unit already reeling from Dawg's season ending. Status. It's not a stretch to say that within just a few weeks, the Browns have gone from a unit with depth and promise to one staring down the barrel of instability and inexperience. And that's the kind of turbulence that can derail a team's defensive identity if it's not addressed quickly and wisely. Now, let's not pretend the Browns sat on their hands this offseason. They came into the draft with linebacker on the radar and did what many saw as a smart, forward-looking move by selecting Carson Schwessinger out of UCLA. This kid can play. He's rangy, quick to diagnose plays, and hits with authority, the kind of modern linebacker that fits what Cleveland wants to do. Ideally, Schwessinger would have been easing into a rotational role alongside a healthy JOK learning the ropes and getting his feet wet. Instead, he's now staring at the very real possibility of taking on a major role early. It's a lot to ask of a rookie, no matter how talented. But in the NFL, it's not about waiting for the perfect time. It's about being ready when the call comes. And for Carson Schwessinger, that call is already ringing off the hook. But there's one name, a familiar, battle-tested name that's slowly starting to rise from the background, and that's Jordan Hicks. While all eyes were on the younger names, the draft picks, and the injured stars, Hicks just kept doing what he's done for nearly a decade: produce. According to Pro Football Focus, Hicks enters 2025 as the Browns' most underrated player. That's not just a throwaway compliment. Last season, in his 10th year in the league, Hicks posted a PFF grade of 72.4, a top 10 mark among all linebackers, and his best since 2018. That's not normal for someone about to turn 33. That's special. And when Dawg went down, it was Hicks who stepped up, reasserted his role, and proved that the tank isn't just full, it's firing on all cylinders. When Hicks signed with the Browns before the 2024 season, some called it a depth move, a veteran presence, a locker room guy. But by season's end, he had made 12 starts, registered 78 tackles, added 4 tackles for loss, pressured quarterbacks with 5 hits, and even notched 2 sacks. Those aren't just the depth guy numbers. Those are foundational pieces. The Browns didn't just get a veteran, they got a tone setter. Someone who's seen every formation, every misdirection, and every trick in the offensive playbook. And now, with Dawg gone and Bush in limbo, Hicks isn't just useful, he's essential. He becomes the eyes and ears of the defense, the chess master on the field. And it's not just about what he does statistically. Hicks brings an intangible that's going to be vital for Cleveland this year: leadership. Look at the current linebacker room: Mohamoud Diabate, Easton Mascarenas-Arnold, Winston Reed, and Nathaniel Watson. All young, all promising, but none seasoned. These are guys still learning the difference between college speed and NFL tempo, still figuring out how to study film like a pro. Hicks, who has played in 134 career games and was part of the 2017 Eagles Super Bowl team has that knowledge in his back pocket. He's been there. He's won. And in a room full of players trying to find their place, he's the perfect mentor, the stabilizing force that can help them unlock their potential faster than they ever imagined. So while the headlines focus on Jacques' absence, Bush's legal troubles, the Browns might quietly be pivoting towards something much smarter. A veteran-led unit with Hicks as the cornerstone. He's not the flashiest name. He won't be the subject of viral highlight reels. But what he will be is consistent, disciplined, and reliable. And in a year where the Browns can't afford any more surprises on defense, that might be exactly what they need most. Think about it. What better bridge between past and future than a player who understands both sides and can connect them seamlessly? Hicks is not a stopgap. He's the glue, the calm amid the storm. And don't be surprised if that presence pays dividends by midseason, with Schlesinger developing, young players maturing under Hicks's guidance, and a defense already strong. At the line and secondary, this linebacker group could look a lot better by week 10 than it does on paper right now. That's what good organizations do. They adapt. They maximize the veterans they have while growing the rookies they believe in. And with defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz still pulling the strings, you better believe there's a plan already in motion. Hicks is going to be at the center of it. He's been through too much, seen too much, and overcome too much to let this opportunity slip by. The road ahead is not easy. The AFC North is a battlefield. Every team has weapons. Every team has schemes built to attack the middle of the field, where linebackers live and die by every read and reaction. The Browns will need every ounce of effort, every shred of experience, and every spark of youthful upside to stay competitive, but they're not empty-handed. They've got a rising star in Schlesinger. They've got raw talent itching for a chance. And they've got Jordan Hicks, the quiet warrior, the underrated general, and maybe, just maybe, the key to keeping this linebacker unit and this defense from crumbling under pressure. As the 2025 season kicks off, all eyes will naturally drift toward the stars, the Myles Garretts, the Denzel Wards, the flashy playmakers. But don't forget about the guy wearing number 58, the veteran with the scars, the wisdom, and the drive. Jordan Hicks didn't come to Cleveland to fade into the background. He came to lead, to win, to prove that age is just a number when your heart, your mind, and your body are still locked in the grind. The Browns may be in a transition phase at linebacker, but with Hicks at the helm, that transition could be smoother and stronger than anyone expected. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. In a shocking twist that sent ripples through the NFL landscape, rumors are swirling that superstar wide receiver Justin Jefferson has accepted a blockbuster proposal from the Cleveland Browns. Yes, you heard that right. The Browns. If true, this seismic move could redefine the power dynamics of the AFC North and send shockwaves across the entire league. Justin Jefferson, a generational talent and arguably the best receiver in football, leaving Minnesota to join forces with Deshaun Watson in Cleveland? That's the kind of headline that breaks the internet. While official confirmation hasn't yet hit the wires, insiders close to the situation are saying this is more than just smoke. It's a full-blown fire. And if that's the case, buckle up, because this offseason just went from wild to absolutely historic. Let's rewind for a second. Justin Jefferson has been the cornerstone of the Vikings offense since he entered the league, with jaw-dropping route running, sticky hands, and elite separation skills. He's been a nightmare for defenders week in and week out. But lately, frustration has been growing in Minnesota. Between quarterback inconsistencies, coaching shakeups, and a lack of postseason success, it was only a matter of time before Jefferson started to wonder if his best years were being wasted. Enter the Cleveland Browns, a team that has quietly assembled one of the league's most well-rounded rosters, yet always seemed one superstar away from breaking into true contention. If this rumor holds water, that missing piece may have just walked through the door. Now, let's talk fit. Jefferson in Cleveland isn't just a good idea on paper. It's a match made in gridiron heaven. With Deshaun Watson under center, Amari Cooper on the other side, and Nick Chubb anchoring the backfield, if healthy, this offense could instantly become one of the most explosive in the league. Imagine the stress that puts on opposing defenses. Double Jefferson and you leave Cooper wide open. Focus on the pass and Chubb runs all over you. This kind of firepower could not only elevate Cleveland's playoff hopes, it could put them in Super Bowl conversations. And let's be honest, when was the last time we seriously talked about the Browns as championship contenders? The AFC North, already one of the toughest divisions in football, now becomes an outright war zone. You've got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase in Cincinnati, Lamar Jackson and a rejuvenated Ravens squad in Baltimore, and a gritty Steelers defense that never backs down. Throw Justin Jefferson into that mix, and suddenly every divisional game becomes must-watch television. The stakes have never been higher, and the balance of power could shift overnight. Cleveland, often the butt of NFL jokes, might be gearing up to flip the script, and Jefferson could be the pen they use to rewrite their legacy. What's even more intriguing is how this affects the Vikings. Losing Jefferson would be more than just a personnel loss. It would be a cultural and emotional gut punch. He's been their beacon of hope, their highlight machine, and their face of the franchise. Without him, Minnesota enters a full-blown rebuild, whether they admit it or not. It also raises questions about who they bring in to fill that massive void. Draft capital. A surprise trade? The Vikings front office would have to work some serious magic to keep their fan base from spiraling into despair. One player doesn't. Make a team. But when that player is Justin Jefferson, it sure feels like it. As for the Browns, this would be the most ambitious signing since they brought Deshaun Watson on board. The franchise is clearly going all in, signaling to fans and foes alike that the time to win is now. After years of false starts, mismanagement, and disappointing finishes, Cleveland might finally have the right mix of talent, leadership, and sheer star power. If they land Jefferson, it's a message to the league. The laughingstock days are over. This isn't your granddad's Browns anymore. This is a team with swagger, ambition, and now potentially one of the league's most electrifying weapons. Of course, there's still a lot we don't know. Is this just a rumor fueled by off-season boredom, or is there real traction behind the scenes? NFL insiders seem divided. Some are calling it inevitable, while others warn that until ink hits paper, anything can change. But that's the beauty of the NFL offseason. It's full of surprises, shocks, and moments that make you refresh Twitter every 5 seconds. And if you're a Browns fan, this might be the most exciting rumor you've heard in decades. For Vikings fans, well, this might be the time to start emotionally preparing yourself for a tough goodbye. Jefferson's potential move also opens up broader conversations about player empowerment in the NFL. We've seen NBA stars take control of their careers for years, demanding trades, picking teams, and chasing rings. Now, it seems like NFL players, especially skill position superstars, are starting to do the same. Jefferson's rumored decision could set a precedent, encouraging other elite talents to prioritize legacy, fit, and opportunity over loyalty to one franchise. Whether that's good or bad for the sport depends on who you ask. But one thing's for sure, it makes for incredible drama. Ultimately, if this move happens, it will go down as one of the boldest and most franchise-altering decisions in recent memory. The Browns landing Justin Jefferson would be a statement of intent, not just to their fan base, but to the entire NFL. They're not just here to compete, they're here to dominate. And Jefferson, with his unmatched skills and superstar presence, might be the final piece in a puzzle Cleveland has been trying to solve for decades. It's not official yet, but if the rumor becomes reality, get ready for a new era in the AFC North. One where the Browns are no longer chasing greatness, they're wearing it. So whether you're a diehard Browns believer, a devastated Vikings supporter, or just an NFL fan who loves chaos and plot twists, this is the story to watch. Because if Jefferson really is on his way to Cleveland, everything we thought we knew about the AFC North, and maybe the NFL as a whole, is about to change. Stay tuned. This one's just getting started. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!